I'm going to ask you something. It's 1984, you're 18 years old, you have a little money in your pocket, and your whole life is ahead of you. What would you do? Most people at that age would spend that money right away. They'd buy themselves something new, go on vacation, maybe have fun with friends. But I didn't do what they did. I did something different. My monkey friend, I invested. And over the decades that followed, I saw the market teach me every kind of lesson. But let me tell you something, my monkey friend, I learned the most important lesson right at the very beginning. Today, as a monkey brother, I'm going to share that lesson with you. Because this story isn't just my story. It directly affects every decision you make about what to do with your money. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, I'll also show you step by step how to get started. Not theory, practical. For real. Back then, my monkey friend, everyone around me thought I was crazy. Investing at 18? What investment? They'd say, and everyone would laugh it off. Nobody took it seriously. But I researched, I read, and I started investing. The first few years were incredible. The money grew, the account swelled, and the people around me started looking at me differently. There was a vibe of, wow, this monkey brother actually knows something. It was a good feeling, until that Monday morning. October. The day that would go down in history as Black Monday. Wall Street experienced the largest single-day drop it had ever seen. And my monkey brother, I can't believe it, in a single day. When I looked at the screen that morning, I couldn't believe my eyes. Red was everywhere. Millions of monkey brothers lost serious money that day. A lot of money. Their retirement savings, years of accumulated wealth. The phone started ringing. Monkey friends, acquaintances, even distant monkey relatives. Everyone was saying, sell. Get out before it's too late. You're going to lose everything, don't just sit there. There was real panic in their voices. I knew these monkey brothers wanted what was best for me. But in that moment I realized something. Panic is never a good financial advisor. I sat still. I turned off the phone. I looked at the screen one more time. I sat still. The market began to recover within weeks. Within months, it had nearly returned to its previous level. Everyone who panicked and sold suffered a major loss. I had simply sat still. But this isn't the end of the story. Because the market struck again. This time in the early 2000s. Internet companies were popping up like mushrooms. Every day a new tech company, every day an incredible new, this time everything really has changed, headline. Everyone thought they were going to get rich. I was quietly, cautiously watching, but I didn't leave the market. Then the bubbles burst. The Nasdaq almost instantly wiped out nearly 100% of its value. Billion-dollar companies vanished overnight. This time monkey friends didn't just call on the phone, they came to my house. We sat and had tea. They were sitting across from me, looking at me, and now they were saying, please, take your profits before you lose everything. At least listen to us this time. I listened to them. I drank the tea. And I sat still again. The market recovered again. Then that year came. That well-known crisis everyone knows about. The period when the global economy took its hardest hit since the Great Depression. Nearly the entire world came to a standstill. Streets emptied, businesses closed, unemployment hit the ceiling. The stock market melted away day by day. Everyone was in a panic. Bad news every single day. My monkey brother, I must confess, that period was the first time a real doubt crept into my mind. I thought, could this really be over this time? It even crossed my mind to throw out everything I'd learned over the years and sell. It was a long and silent night for me, that night. But I didn't sell, my monkey brother. And do you know what happened? The market broke records by rising 27% from the bottom. We witnessed one of the strongest comebacks in history. Those who could be patient during that period won big. The monkey friends who couldn't be patient and sold experienced great regret. Now, my monkey brother, let me give you a number. Because stories are nice, but in this business, numbers speak better. Through all this chaos, Black Monday, the tech bubble, the global crisis, and countless other ups and downs, my average annual return was 11.23%. Now think about this. If I had invested just $250 a month during this period, I would have a portfolio worth over $1.8 million today. The total money that came out of my own pocket? Around $94,000. Everything else is the magic of compound interest. My money worked entirely on my behalf. And now, my monkey brother, I want to ask you this question. If you invested $250 a month and had 3.5 million sterling after 40 years, how would you feel? Because this is math. Not a dream, reality. Don't forget, my monkey friend, math never lies. I invested much more than that, but let's keep that secret between us for now. Now let's come to you, my monkey brother. So how do you get started? Yes, we're getting to the real point. Because at this point most people watch the video, say, "Great, I'm really motivated," and then do nothing. I'm not going to allow that today. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. But first I have one condition, and I absolutely will not let you skip this. Before you start investing, set aside an emergency fund that covers 3 to 5 months of living expenses. Why? You'll ask right away. Let me answer immediately. Because life doesn't always make plans. Job loss, health problems, something happening to your car, something breaking in your house. These kinds of setbacks happen. If you don't have an emergency fund, the moment the market shakes you'll panic and be forced to sell everything at exactly the worst time. That fund protects you. That fund keeps you patient. If you, my monkey brother, skip this step, the rest becomes meaningless. Now before we move on to the main topic, let me say, this video is not investment advice, it is for informational purposes only. So if we're agreed, my monkey brother, are you ready? Then let's begin. Step 1. Open the right account. This is where people get stuck. They start researching, which platform is better? What type of account should I choose? What if I make the wrong choice? Before they know it, 6 months have passed and they still haven't opened an account. We call this paralysis. Too many options, zero action. If you're in the UK, you can open an ISA account. Here's how this account works. Each year you put in up to a certain amount. If that money grows over time, you don't pay tax on what you earn. And the best part is, you can withdraw your money whenever you want, with no penalty. So the government is essentially saying, put your money here, let it grow, and I won't tax you on it. That's why not using it is kind of like missing an opportunity. Let me tell you this, open a tax-advantaged account and move on. It's that simple. In America, the situation is a little different. You can put in less money each year. Also, you're expected to leave the money untouched for a long time. If you withdraw early, you pay a penalty. Still, it's not entirely bad, it does the job. But it's not as comfortable as the UK system. Wherever you live, look into it, learn about it, and open your account. No procrastinating. Do it this week. Not tomorrow, this week. Step 2. Deposit money. Explaining this part almost feels funny, because today's apps have made it so easy. Bank card, bank transfer, digital wallet, a few taps and the transaction is done. In seconds. Do you know what I used to do when I was starting out, my monkey brother? I used to call the stockbroker on the phone. That's just how it was in our time. I'd call, say, I'd like to buy this stock. He'd take note, execute the transaction, and get back to me. Every single time. Today all of that is on the phone in your hand, in a single app. You have no more excuses, my monkey brother. Step 3. Know what to buy. And this is where the real, most important matter begins. Because most people open an account, deposit money, and then don't know what to do. What should I buy? Which one is better? What if I choose the wrong stock? Let me give you the simplest and most powerful answer, my monkey brother. Invest in all of them at once. Now you'll say, what? How is that possible? You're thinking, how can this be done? It's possible, my monkey brother, it's possible. And to explain this, I'll use an analogy, because this analogy has always stayed in my mind. Think about music playlists. Open Spotify and look at the most listened chart. The most popular songs rise to the top of that list. If a song loses its popularity, it slides down the list. New songs rise up. The list is constantly updated. The strongest stay at the top, the weakest get removed. An index fund actually works quite simply. Think of it like a list containing many companies. Over time, the ones doing poorly drop off the list. The ones doing well stay or rise higher. And you, with a single transaction, become part of all the companies on that list at once. For example, in large lists like the S&P 500, a very large number of strong companies are included, which allows you to spread your risk without being tied to a single company. If one of them does badly, the impact is limited, but when the ones doing well perform, you get your share too. That's why picking individual companies is often difficult. Catching the right timing and the right company isn't easy. These types of funds make that process simpler. When choosing funds, you may also see terms like accumulation and distribution. With accumulation ones, the earnings generated are added back into the system and contribute to growth over time. This difference may seem small at first, but over the long term it can create a significant effect, my monkey brother. Step 4. Automate and forget. This is perhaps one of the most important items on the list. Because do you know what the biggest enemy of investing is? Not the market, not the economy, not interest rates. It's ourselves, it's us, my monkey brother. Every month we say, this month is a bit tight, I'll start next month. When the market falls, we get scared and want to sell. When it rises, we think, have I come too late, should I buy now? Emotions always lead to the wrong decision. This isn't a character flaw, my monkey brother. It's something instinctively embedded in human nature. The solution is simple. Take the decision out of the equation. Set up automatic investing. On a specific day each month, a specific amount goes in, and you forget about it. Just leave it. You don't even need to look at it. The system is working, the money is growing, you're living your life. That's a perfect setup, my monkey brother. Another monkey friend of mine has been investing £5 a day for 3 months. The price of an average coffee. The last time I checked, his portfolio was more than 5% in profit. It sounds small, I understand. But calculate this, £5 every day, 365 days, end of year, 1,825 sterling. Do this for 30 years, let it grow with compound interest. The result will nearly surprise even me. Think of it this way, 250 sterling a month for 40 years. The total money coming out of your own pocket, around 120,000 sterling. The portfolio, over 3.5 million. The same money, the same period, just in the right place at the right time. If you say you want to buy individual stocks, I won't stop you, my monkey brother. I understand. You see monkey friends around you making big money overnight and you can't resist. Fine. But at least know this. There are 2 types of approaches. The first is short-term. You look at charts, price movements, patterns. They call this technical analysis. But don't forget this, my monkey brother. The short-term side of this business is genuinely difficult. You need to spend hours in front of a screen, the stress is high, and the margin for error is large. The approach I recommend more to you is the long-term one. Here you look at things more calmly. When choosing a company, you think, is this business genuinely solid? You look at who's running it, whether it's doing well, whether it's growing over time, whether earnings are increasing, whether debt is decreasing. So rather than focusing on instant movements, you focus on solid companies with potential for growth over time. Now you'll naturally ask, which group do you belong to? I fall into the second group. When I put money into a stock, I think at least 2 to 5 years ahead. I'm not concerned with tomorrow's price. I'm concerned with the price 3 years from now. When making purchases, you also have two basic options. A market order, buy at the current price, it executes immediately, like buying something at a store. A limit order, you say, buy when it drops to this price, the system waits for you, and when it reaches your desired price it automatically buys. If you're just starting out, my monkey brother, these two are more than enough for you. You'll naturally learn the rest of the options over time as you go through the process. Now I'm going to tell you one last thing, and this may be the most important minute of the video, my dear monkey friend. What would have happened if you'd started at age 25 and invested regularly for 30 years? Now look at what would have happened if you'd waited 10 years and started at 35 instead. The difference is absolutely incredible. Just a 10-year delay wipes out more than half of your portfolio. The power of time really is that great, and unfortunately, that merciless. That's why I'm saying this. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't say, let the market drop a little, then I'll start. Don't say, let me save up more money first. Even if you invest just $5 today as an example, that is better than investing nothing at all. Because the real thing that makes you win is time, and my friend, you cannot buy that time back. To those who say, but what about inflation? I'll say this, if you leave your money in the bank, inflation is already slowly eroding it. Every year you can buy a little less with the same money. If you're investing, at least you're fighting against it. My monkey brother, and just as I told you at the beginning of the video, I learned to sit still on Black Monday. I sat still during the tech bubble. I sat still during the global crisis. Every time the phone rang, doors were knocked, panic arrived. I looked at the screen and simply waited by sitting still. This is the biggest secret of investing. There's no complex formula, no secret strategy. Just start early, invest regularly, stay patient. That's it. If just one thing from this video stays in your mind, let it be this. The earlier you start the better, and the more patient you stay the more you gain. Everything else is really just detail. See you in the next video, my monkey brother. Talking with you is truly enjoyable and fun. And hey, my monkey brother, if you don't want to miss the videos from now on, don't forget to subscribe. Take care of yourself. See you.